What's up, guys? Max Uhas here with localartshop.com. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how to, how to sell art online. And most importantly, like how to market yourself online, locally, and nationally. So, if you're a subscriber to the channel and you've been around for a while, you know I've taken a bit of a hiatus, right? Like it's just I haven't done anything. I haven't done a video in probably 2 years. And there's a lot of reasons for that. For when I got really busy with client work. For two, um, I was trying to figure out. I've spent the last 2 years, like basically, I really got hardcore into doing digital marketing. Um, and with that being said, because like when I launched my course, I had a bunch of people sign up. You know what I mean? Some of them did fantastic, and other people still struggled with what I was teaching because they had a hard time implementing the tech aspect of it. So part of me wanted to figure out like what was the best way to alleviate that pain. You know, because I can tell you this: I've been building websites now for clients, mostly for the last 2 years. But I mean, I've built a number of sites, but like but one of the services that I offer now is like web design and SEO and search engine optimization and all this stuff. And I've been dealing with a lot of like international clients, local clients, small businesses, coaches, artists, like you name it. And I can tell you this: building a website, if you don't have the time or the patience to do it, is a real pain. And one of the things that I've always recommended, because like social media is great, right? Like you can market yourself on social media. You can build a good following for yourself on Instagram. You can build a good following for yourself on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. You know what I mean? Like whatever social media platform is hot. But at the same time, it's not gonna. Like you need a sales. You need a platform to sell. You need a platform to market. You need a platform to people. A platform for people who are looking for an artist like you to display and show off your talent, right? And while social media is great for that, there are still pieces that lack there, and I've found out that basically just like the number one reason is just like, hey man, I don't know how to build a site. Or unfortunately, like what I found is that a lot of people like just they build bad sites. They build crappy Wix sites, or they build, and Wix is terrible. Don't ever build a site on Wix. But so bad. Or it's like they get stuck with like a Squarespace site because it's easy to use, but the site doesn't rank and nobody can find it, and you don't understand SEO. So here's what I ended up doing. Anyway, I ended up buying localartshop.com. Okay, because I thought it was a great domain name. I got it for a couple $100, which is the most money I've ever paid for a domain name ever. But I figured like with this, it's like I can use it for myself to market myself, or I can actually use it and put it to good use and help other people like get noticed and market themselves. So that's basically what I'm here to talk about, because one of the things that I was teaching in my course was how to rank for your business, how to rank locally, and how to show up. And there are ways to do this with Google, but it takes a little bit of time. And at the same time, like with Google Maps, if you create a business listing for yourself, if you don't have a studio, like a commercial studio space, like odds are you're going to have to use your house address. And that, I think, turned off a lot of people because, like some people just don't want their home address being known to everybody, right? So with that being said, it's like what I ended up doing with Local Art Shop. You know what? Actually, I'm just going to cut and show you. Okay, so localartshop.com. I live in Little Elm, Texas, so you're going to see this. But basically, if you were to go to this site right now, you would see your, move my face over here. You would see your the city that you're in. So, like, let's just say you're in Dallas, or let's just say you're in Los Angeles, or let's just say you're in New York, or wherever. Buffalo, New York, New York. Whatever. Like basically, like this will help you because it's got a geotag thing already in it. So if you're looking for to like help show up for your city, that's kind of what this is designed for. So like you can basically go search, by artist. If you run events, if you do art shows, if you promote stuff, like you can actually like create an event on this and promote it on this. If you don't have a website and you've been looking for a really good website to like promote yourself on, I don't think there's anything cooler than like localartshop.com that you can share for yourself, because you'll get like a localartshop.com slash whatever the name of your studio is, or whatever the name of your whatever your name is, or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So like if I wanted to, it could be like localartshop.com slash Max Uhas. But anyway, basically you can search by this. Right now, there are only a couple artists on here because I've been kind of like beta testing this to make sure that it works. But the first thing you're going to want to do, like, let's just put it this way. I'm going to create a whole walkthrough video on how this works. But just for example, I can tell you like how this works, right? It's kind of like, so when people type in like DFW mural art, like if somebody's looking for a mural artist in Dallas Fort Worth, or Dallas mural artist or something, right? If you can see this, if like somebody were to type in Dallas Fort Worth or Dallas Fort Worth mural artists, like this is my business. I created a business page for this with a phone number and everything else. And I still get phone calls for mural work. I want to say at least once, twice a month. But also like basically DFW mural art, like there's an ad here for it, right? Like, but then my business shows up first here, right? So that's basically what this whole site is designed to do. Okay. It allows you to basically show up for local searches. So if you were to like go for like Dallas mural arts, Fort Worth mural artists, like basically like I show up for a number of these different terms. And like I said, I get calls. I like legit, like people calling me, contacting me, like I'm looking for an artist. I have a wall. I have I have a building. I'm working on a project. I need somebody to come in, whether it's like for my school or for my house or for something. It's basically there. It's there right now. And like, this is the whole thing. It's a targeted search listing. Okay. And that's basically what Local Art Shop is for. So like, let's just say if you were if you're a fine artist living in a specific city, you can create a listing for yourself on there to where it's like, and listen guys, I'm still working on this. All right. There's still a lot of stuff depending on when you're watching this video. This may look pretty similar, or this is going to look completely different because the branding, like I didn't spend a lot of time working on the branding. I'm focused more on functionality right now than anything, because I want to help you, build out basically build out a profile. And if you don't have a website, like you can actually use this site as a website. And like now that this is all working, I'm going to start working on building out the store section of this. And my good friend, Dave, I flew up to Connecticut, spent about a week up there. I actually have a printer now who can handle like 54-inch by however long you want, like canvas printing, full color. It's gorgeous. But I mean, t-shirts, apparel, stickers, vinyl stuff. And it's a friend of mine. It's not like outsourcing this to somebody else. And I've already talked to him about it. He loves the idea. And the way we're going to do this is that anybody that like signs up with the site, he's my go-to printer, and actually a bunch of like a bunch of other artists that I work with that I know. Like he's always like the guy that I recommend, and he's done work for my dad. He's done work for some of my other like really good art friends who need printing. So we have a printer. We have a printer and we have an online systems. And like when I build out the store is going to work super streamlined to where like basically instead of you, and I'm not knocking any other platform out there. I know that there are other platforms out there that allow you to sell your art, but it's at a very, very small commission, or they're getting like a huge chunk of it and you're getting like a smaller piece of it. Whereas with this is like, listen, I've got other side businesses going on. I've got my digital marketing business. I've got other stuff going on. I don't need 90% or 50% of whatever you sell. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, it's like, I'd be happy with 10%, 5 to 10%, just for maintaining and operating and making sure that the site works and everything else. So that's kind of like how we're building out the shop. So if that sounds good to you, if that sounds like something that you've been looking for, and you don't want to like actually go through the whole process of building out your own website, finding all the images, doing all the SEO on it, doing all the other stuff, and then marketing it, like there's a site right now, it's localartshop.com, that you can go to. You can create a profile for yourself. You can actually just log in using Facebook or Google at the moment. So you don't even need to go through like the whole password thing. You can just log in with Facebook. Then you would go in and you would just like create a listing for yourself, and the listing would show up on the homepage. It would show up on under different categories, and and like basically like I'm gonna create a whole like walkthrough video on like how to set this up for yourself so you get the best results. So if this sounds good to you, just go to localartshop.com, create a username for yourself, create a listing for yourself. At the moment, okay, today is July 21st, 2019. Right now, it is free to create a listing for yourself. Okay, because I'm still beta testing this. I still need some eyes on the site. Eventually, it's going to be a paid platform. It's not going to be super expensive, but it will be a paid platform because as more people join, it's going to cost more for hosting. It's going to cost more for maintenance and everything else. And I'm going to probably have to like hire like 1 or 2 people to help manage the site. But that's a whole other thing. Like right now, this is like a passion project that I've built, that I've designed, that I've basically been dreaming about for years. That is like now live, and I'm just now putting out the video to promote it. So yeah, so if you're interested and you're looking to basically have a website for yourself that is at the moment completely free, and if you get in now, you're going to be grandfathered in free. Okay, like if you're in at free, I'm never going to like charge you for your listing. Okay. But then at the same time, even if you're like in and it's like 10, 20, 10, 15 bucks a month, that's still a damn good price compared to like buying a website, buying the domain, buying hosting, and then spending all the time like building it up for yourself. And then with the shop, once the shop is open, actually like you can try to create a thing for yourself on the shop. But I'm not 100% sure on like if the shop is functional at the moment, but it will be very, very soon because that's where like basically all my energy is going into now. So yeah, if you got any questions, feel free to like leave a comment in the post below or in the section below. I haven't done a video in a very long time, so so I'm already like it's just weird getting back on camera, but I know it needs to happen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Localartshop.com, and if you got any questions, just hit me up. Find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, find me wherever, or just email the site. It's like info at do I even have a contact page up here yet? I don't. Okay, so I got to put a contact page up here, but it's going to be like info at localartshop.com. Just email me there, and I'll get back to you. All right, thanks for watching. To your success, all that good stuff. Peace. Then it's over. End meeting for all.